Yo, the Royal Rumble is in the books, and we are officially on the road to WrestleMania. But did they get it right, or did the WWE fumble the bag this time around? Special guest coming in, good friend of mine. He's the head of the Sneed table. All right, we're diving in deep with the Royal Rumble, AEW creative struggles, who should be Cody Rhodes' WrestleMania opponent, and of course, Damien's dumbass of the week. All that and more on Chaz and Friends. Holla at your boy! Roll that intro. Now.
The following program is a collection of idiots talking about happenings in the sports entertainment world. It is meant to be comedically informative. The opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their bosses, platform, or whatever network they are on. There may be some out-of-pocket things said on this show, because this is how we talk to each other. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further. Your homies. The 3 Count Podcast. P.S. Please do not sue us.
It's your boy, your nephew, your cousin. It's the Don. Chaz Evans here, checking out the hottest podcast in the world, the 3 Count Podcast.
Hit him with a 3 count. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man. Now know what y'all like. Hit him with a 3 count. On the top row, crowd already know how I fly him to the flow like. Hit him with a 3 count. And your boy real chicken.
Yo, it's your boy, your cousin, your nephew. It's the Capital Region's best kept secret and the dawn of the Mid-Atlantic. And you're checking out the hottest podcast in all of pro wrestling, Chaz and Friends. But let me introduce to you my friends. Introducing first, he is the man that runs this show. I'm just a figurehead because I really don't do anything but argue and yell. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the current reigning and defending Infinite Plus Network champion. He is also the HWF Extreme Champion, and he is also the Fit Factory 2024 Trainer of the Year. He's got a trophy right there.
It's invisible. It's glass, but you know, it's there. It's there.
It's right there. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Red Dog!
That's right. It's the Air Force Veteran Intel Specialist, the one you call on when you need to get a job done, and your friendly or not so friendly neighborhood Red Dog. And yeah, what an interesting 24 hours it's been.
Yeah, between the Royal Rumble and the Luka trade,
Yeah,
sports is running wild.
Luca.
Alrighty, introducing next. He is our residential supervillain. He was there for the very first wrestling match. Ladies and gentlemen, he was on color commentary. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Master Xehanort. He is the Dark Goat, Damien Fatal.
I'm not sure if I got much to say. It's been an interesting 24 hours.
That's crazy. You had a lot to
No,
say
dude,
last night on the pod.
that past 24 hours, like I almost felt like I had to go to church this morning to pray that was said on the watch along last night.
Yeah, y'all were wilding.
No. Twitch was wilding. Let's no. Even when I went off, that was overshadowed still, and that was later on. It was overshadowed still by this man next to me.
It's funny. So I wasn't on the show. Twitch gets a special intro. He's got to hold on. I wasn't on the show for like most of the show because I had a karate tournament, so I didn't get to see the women's rumble. So I watched it back after we had got off when we did the men's. We watched the men's, and I was like, you know what? I'll listen to the guys watch along. You know, because they're more funnier than the actual commentary. So I'm listening. I'm kicking, laughing, and you know, you guys got good points. And you know what happened, and that man chucked his headphones right into the camera. He walked off, and the things that were said, I will not repeat, will not be repeated. But man, it was funny. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, he is our residential FCC rule breaker. He is also, okay, our residential Fred Durst. Ladies and gentlemen, the only Grays that matters, Twitch Grays.
I would like to take this time to apologize to absolutely no one.
I knew that was coming. Knew that was coming.
He said, "Fuck your feelings."
He did. That's basically what he said. All right. So shout out to all of you who came on to Damien's Villains Lounge last night. I think when I was on there, I saw we were up like I think almost at 100 viewers concurrent on all our streams. So shout out to everybody who were watched the Royal Rumble with us last night. Despite what the internet tells you, it was a great show. So we're gonna get into that, but first, make sure you follow us on all your favorite social media platforms: 3Count Pod and 3Count Pod on X/Twitter, whatever you prefer to call it. But everything else is 3Count Pod. If you have not checked it out, okay, we had Now Into the Ring drop yesterday, our interview show. So make sure you go check that out. And this Saturday, Cliff, tell us what we got coming on Now Into the Ring.
Yeah, so if you guys did check out last week's episode, yesterday's episode, that's right, on Saturday, we had post game. Maryland Championship Wrestling's very own, independent tag team. They've also been up in the Northeast, so that's why I'm like very familiar with who they are. This week, though, I'm gonna give you guys this thing. I'm gonna talk about it too. I'm gonna probably put out the big clip of it. So I met this person on TikTok 4 years ago. I've been trying to get them on the podcast as long as this podcast has been a thing. And finally, I got this person on the show. So he formerly was known as a 50 Cal. He's now known as the Stray Dog. His name is Barrett Brown, and I can't wait. I can't wait to get him on the podcast. Y'all to hear the interview.
So make sure you check that out this Saturday. All right. I know this is the new content schedule change, so some of you probably were looking for Tuesday to see your interview, and you're like, wait a minute, why am I watching the replay of Chaz and Friends? Just to give you a reminder that Tuesdays, you're getting the replay of today's show. Thursdays, Damien has the Villain Lounge. And on Saturday is Now Entering the Ring, Cliff's interview show. That's how we're trying to break it up so you get content all throughout the week. So remember these days, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. But just be here live for everything, and you don't have to worry about the replays.
Facts.
Other than that, let's get right down to it. Y'all ready to debate?
Wait, we're missing someone.
We're missing someone. I know. Well, I know. We're here. Okay, so, all right, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you, okay? A good friend of mine, all right? This guy, all right, he's a newly reformed wrestling fan, okay? All right? He was away for a minute, okay? Away for a minute, you know how everyone does. We stopped watching. But that man said, oh, wait, Raw's on Netflix. I got Netflix. Let me go check it out. And he's back. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you he is the head of the Sneed table. All right, put the one in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, Randy Sneed Jr.
What's up, fam?
Yeah, so we just booted him off. No, that's great. Great intro. Great intro. We're just going to keep him on. I'm just messing with you.
Don't drop me off, baby.
We already started.
You know who I am.
We're not even
Olivia
10 minutes
Americo,
in, we already
former
started.
worship leader. Husband of former five-time Miss Maryland. Father to four. Only Mobile Suit Gundam fan in the state of Maryland. Former Attitude Era fan. Gone for a long time, and I'm back and on top, baby. Randy Sneed Jr.
Hey, yo, he's dropping promos. He's dropping promos.
Already. I've been watching documentaries, son. I know about stuff. Back bumps. Color.
Hey, look, Randy auditioning for the 5th spot on the podcast. That's what he's doing right now. He's out here using terminology and everything.
let me tell you.
So look, all right, Randy, before we get into the debate topic, let me ask you a couple questions, dog. What was it that really made you start watching WWE again?
All right, so it's going to sound creepy for the women's division. Let me tell you why. All right, so again, I'm Attitude Era. Merger happened. I left, right? So I've been going for a while. I think my last WrestleMania was 17. Right? I think that
Oh
was
wow.
Stone Cold. Wow, it's been a minute. Um, but what I started seeing over the last couple of years was like legitimate women's wrestling. And I'm like, okay, they're giving the ladies love. That's cool. And then you see pieces of people who are popular right now. See a little, CM Punk pops in and AJ Styles pops in. Then the John Cena thing. And I was like, okay, well, I'm still going. And then the New Day, I start seeing them wear like, anime references and everything. I'm an anime guy. So, I'm like, okay, well, what's going on here? But I would say over the last year, there's just been this excitement, this electricity in wrestling that I have not seen in decades. So I'm like, man, okay, they bring it to Netflix. It's a big deal. Let me jump in, man. I think the other thing that really brought me in was the OG's podcast. So you seeing Undertaker's podcast and Stone Cold podcast and the Broken Slow Sessions, which is older, but I'm just getting into them. And just kind of letting the nostalgia get to me. It makes me want to, check out what the new guys are doing. So far I've been impressed with the product, man. So I'm hyper fixating right now.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. So out of this new generation of wrestlers, who is the one that you're like, you know what? I think that's my guy. Or even if it's if it's a woman, who like that's my girl. Like that. I'm rooting for them.
All right, let me give you the group that I'm watching right now. And some of them I haven't actually seen wrestle yet, but I'm feeling the aura. All right. On the ladies' side is Nia Jax. All right. I'm liking her promos. I'm liking her moves in the ring. So that's pretty much like the only person I'm watching right now on that side. All right. On the guys' side, the OGs really like Gunther. So I automatically got, I'm going to put him on the list. Drew McIntyre, I think plays a really good heel.
Yeah.
Jey Uso, who apparently a lot of people agree with me.
Yeah. My son agrees with you. As everyone knew in the watch along, as he screamed to the top of his lungs last night. Yeah.
And lastly, Braun Breaker.
Oh.
Braun Breaker. Who again, and y'all know I'm just discovering stuff, but I realized I didn't know that was Rick's boy. So that's a double.
Yeah, that's a Steiner boy right there.
Yeah. He's giving it too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do it. Let's get to this first topic. All right. The internet was wilding. I told you they were wilding about Luka and Anthony Davis, but they were wilding about this Royal Rumble. Okay, the poll last night had it 50-50. People were saying it was hot fire, and people were saying it was dog doo-doo. So, did WWE get it right? So on our men's side, Jey Uso, the Yeet Man. Yeet. All right, he won the men's Royal Rumble. He punched his ticket to WrestleMania. And to the displeasure to many, on the women's side, the Queen has returned, and she is on the road to WrestleMania to reclaim her throne. Charlotte Flair is a two-time Royal Rumble winner. Did they get it right? All right, let's see here. You know what? Let's start it off with the one who guessed this right last night. The only one. The supervillain. The floor is yours, sir.
All right. Without a shadow of a doubt, with the women's, oh yeah, he totally got it right. Like whoever bet against the Queen, you wrong. Like every time. Am I wrong? Every time she wins, why do it? Just give in. You might as well. She's talented. People like to watch her. We're looking forward to her and Tiffany, aren't we? Yeah, stop denying it.
No.
Stop denying it. Yeah, you are.
No.
Not really.
Yeah, you are. You're happy that she's getting ready to get number 15.
No.
You're just in denial. Y'all just in denial. That's what it is. In denial. It's the first stage, buddy. First stage, all of you. So yes, got it right. There was no other choice. None.
There was tons of other choices.
Nope, not a one. Not a one. Nope. You're not
Well,
gonna tell me any different. Not a one.
That's fine. I'm not gonna tell you any different. I just let you know. You could be wrong about your opinion too.
I know my opinion's right.
No,
She
you
won.
just picked right. That's it.
Definitely.
You just picked right.
And it's my wholehearted opinion.
That was
So-
wholeheartedly wrong.
So what about so what about Jay?
So there's so many emotions about that. Definitely happy. Having like, a night to kind of somewhat sleep on it and like think about it. It makes sense. It was probably one of the it's one of those where it was like, oh, cool, he's in it. That'd be interesting if he wins, but he's probably not even in my top 10 of people that I would have said have won it. Like, I would have expected Sammy to win it before him.
Mm.
I'm just keeping it real. But the fact that he did, like, when was the last time we had somebody that you weren't expecting to win the Royal Rumble? Like,
Shinsuke
at all.
Nakamura.
Exactly. So it's been a while.
It's been a bit.
And like what before that? I don't even
Mm.
know. I was just talking about this with Idol, but like before that was like somebody else. So it's like only been like maybe like 3, maybe 4 that are like just a complete oh shit, like
Yeah.
oh shit moment. Like so, yeah, I think it's the right pick. Fuck what the IWC says. They're a bunch of idiots anyway. So I mean, this kind of is what it is.
All right, go ahead, Cliff.
All right. So on the women's side, absolutely not. I think they got it wrong.
Thank you. Thank you.
Um,
Somebody got some sense up in here.
of course, I'm going to go off and say that I thought Nia Jax should have won, and that's also because I picked her. But like to be
Okay.
fair, like the story just kind of lines up, right? Like she wants to get back, her title. It just kind of it makes sense because because you can still do an elimination chamber where Charlotte wins the elimination chamber, and Nia could also win too. Like to be fair, right? One of the women wins in the elimination chamber, and they go on to challenge the opposite champion. I think if you wanted to do Flair Rhea 3 at WrestleMania, then you needed to kind of, I don't know, get it kind of ready, but
Build it up.
not with her winning the Rumble. Like I just didn't think it made sense. I just didn't like it. So I thought Roxanne Perez was another pick that I would have done. If you're gonna strap a rocket to her, strap the rocket to her and just let her go. And no bigger way to do that than have her win the Rumble. So the final 3, I like the final 3. I'll be fair. I just didn't want Flair to win. So on the men's side, if you guys were watching the live stream, you would have seen my reactions to the whole thing. the men's Rumble. I was popping left and right for it. I don't know if Jay is the right pick.
Oh, here we go.
I think we all picked CM Punk. Let's not play. We
Oh no, we
all
did.
picked
I
CM Punk.
totally
We did,
thought-
yes.
And we all thought that CM Punk was the reason why we all picked CM Punk is because we were like, yo, it's Punk's time. Like Punk needs to win. We didn't pick Punk because like, well, the story lines up this way. No, we understand the story lines up that Jay's the guy. Let's be real. Jay's the dude. We just figured this time Punk was going to be going through, and he was going to be challenging. So, I'm still going to stand on my horse and say, I would have liked to see Punk win versus even more so than John Cena. I know a lot of the IWC was like, John Cena should have won, and he needs to go to WrestleMania. No, bro, like he has a whole tour that he's trying to get through, right? Like the Elimination Chamber, all that BS, all that stuff. I think Punk should have been a guy, but I mean, I'm not horribly mad about Jay either. especially after last night watching Chase go off, I realized like it's not for me. Like it's not meant for me. You're building the future brand, and no better person to put it on than the Yeet Man himself. So
All right, Randy, floor is yours.
All right, so I caught the second half of the women's rumble. Obviously, like I told y'all, I was a Nia Jax fan, so I was hoping that because I agree that I think that storyline lines up pretty well. With Charlotte, this is my first time really seeing her. I've just heard of her, of course, because of the legacy. So I don't have a ton of backlash. I just would have preferred, Nia to get the win. Again, y'all mentioned Elimination Chamber, so there's other opportunities for Nia. But I was hoping that Nia Jax would get that win. On the guys' side, I'd say this, and I don't know if y'all gonna get into it, but not only do I think they got the winner right, I think they got the entrance right as well. I mean, I feel like they really made statement after statement with how they were cooking, man, with how they were dropping folks, how they started it off. That the whole lucha, cruiserweight era that they decided to put in the first half of the Rumble. Like they were cooking the whole time. I think they set it up perfectly. Even the comedy spots, I think they sat them right in at the right time. I think that Jay earns it. Everybody that I was sitting with, and I was sitting in the room with 3 podcast groups, um, watching it, and I think everyone picked either Punk or Cena as who they were rooting for. Now, my number one was actually Drew, but my number two was Jay. So I can say I got it wrong because my number one got eliminated, but I think it was the right pick. And I think the hype showed that it was Jay's time.
All right, so look, this is for Damien, okay, Mr. Supervillain,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I just want to read off some names, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and you tell me just how you feel about this,
Okay.
okay. Bailey,
She already won it last year. She good.
so did Charlotte, but okay,
Yeah.
okay.
She,
she didn't
no.
win it last year. She won the year before.
That's what I was about to say too, but okay.
Mhm.
Alexa Bliss.
And she just got back. She good. Continue. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Hold on, Twitch. I'll let you go. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm saving you last. I know you're gonna go off on him. Wait a minute. Don't go. hold on. Okay.
So worth it. I hope he sends
Nia
me.
Jax.
Maybe.
Okay, so maybe. Jordan Grace.
And she just got there. Cup of coffee.
Okay. Cup of coffee. Okay. Let me tell you something. Okay. Back in the day, we used to have a guy called JJ on this podcast. Good friend, good guy. Kind of related to me. Little brother. He brought a good stat line, and this was like 4 something years ago. And this was before Charlotte reached a decade of being into the company. And do you know how long of her career, percentage wise, she was champion?
Oh, probably a good portion of it.
Yeah, 86.2.
It's
Sheesh.
just tired.
86.2
It should
percentage
be
of her career.
99.9.
No, it shouldn't be.
Yeah, it should.
Now, how many title reigns she got?
14, 15,
Exactly.
16.
What's the record?
So 16, but you forgetting.
But who
about
got the record? No, don't do the Oh, the technicality. What's the record?
Her the 16. Her daddy
Uh,
and John Cena got it.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What about it?
So
What's your point?
the Women's Royal Rumble was fire up until number 30.
Mm.
Oh, I wouldn't disagree with you on that one at all.
I was loving the Royal Rumble for the women's side all the way through. You guys, Cliff said it on there. You guys were saying there were 5 generations of women's wrestlers at one point in the ring.
Yeah.
And to think about how far the women have come from being eye candy
Right.
to legitimate wrestling and legitimate competitors, and just seeing that, beautiful.
Yeah.
But then we got to number 30, and yes, Nikki Bella has some credit to the women's division being where it is today. There's no discrediting that. But like Cliff said, and if you have allegations of DV, you should not be on WWE TV.
Mm.
Given the circumstances on everything that is going on in with Vince and Brock and everything else, like we did not like the whole lawsuit thing. Like names weren't called out on Friday night when the new stuff with the attorney the night before the Rumble. Like I feel like Paul TKO from a business standpoint, y'all not doing the right thing. Y'all messing up because that's all. You already got this little cloud that you're trying to get away from, and you're doing a good job of separating and staying away from it. Why put yourself through this now? Like I get it. I get what she is and how and what she means to the women's evolution, revolution, whatever it is. But no, Cliff said it best. You had legitimately, arguably, the top two greatest women's wrestler in the crowd right after the match went off, Mickey James. I said it off the air.
I did
You
not
could
say
have, you legitimately could have had her just hop out from the crowd and hop in the ring. Michelle McCool did it a couple years ago.
Oh.
She literally was sitting with her kid and said, "Hold on, baby, I gotta go in the ring," and hopped over the barricade. Like we reuse spots all the time. Like,
They used the Kofi spot.
Exactly, and they gave it to a whole other person. So come on. So besides the Charlotte thing not winning, I mean, I'm also on the side of same old, same old. I get it. Whatever. I'll see what happens. I'll watch. I'll sit and relax, and I'll enjoy the show. But I don't think it was right. Out of those four names I called, you could have put. I didn't even think about Roxanne, especially now that she's officially called up to the main roster. She's officially either. I think she'll be on Raw.
Okay,
Mhm.
I will say that I wouldn't have been mad if she had a won.
Like way to put. You want to put a rocket on her? Boom, have her win the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind seeing Roxanne versus Tiffany at WrestleMania. Even Roxanne versus Rhea is fire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
that's a true- that's a true-
would have been cool with either or. Like,
And that would have been the true David and Goliath story right there.
Exactly. You that's the story you want to tell for the women. That's going to legitimately captivate you for the next 3 months. It's the simplest story. It's if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Mm.
But we've gone back to the Charlotte situation, and
Charlotte, okay.
yeah. So no, that's where I'm at. That's my little rant on the women. All right, real quick on the men. Jay, listen, that family's push money. I don't think people just got to understand. Them Samoans push money. They make money.
Yeah.
Like Triple H tells you the numbers after every show during that post show in the press conference. He tells you every every month it's highest gate in WWE history, highest gate, third highest gate, second high. Like these Samoan the bloodline
Yeah.
pushes money. That whole big Fatu family, I know why he tried, pushes money. And they're going to go with whoever pushes money. They do not care about your nostalgia feelings at the moment. John Cena will get his moment. Like Cliff said, he got a whole tour he got to get to.
Right.
It's only February. And he said it last month. He's like, look, I'm not here to take anybody's spot. I'm out the door at the end of the year.
But that's not what he said last night.
Yeah, that's not what he said.
That's not what he said last night. But regardless, what he said last month is what I'm pertaining to, Cliff. My point being, it's Jey Uso time. Like, yes, we picked CM Punk because, yes, the story with them, and even during the Rumble, what they did, we can still get CM Punk and Seth. It's just not the angle that we thought. But yeah, Jay's the right choice. Like, it's for the
We
kids.
don't
Like,
want CM Punk and Seth. We want CM Punk and either Cody or Gunther. That's
I
what
don't
the
want
IWC
CM Punk
wanted.
and Cody. I don't want that.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I don't want that.
To have
I
the
don't want
two
that.
figureheads of AEW at
two
WrestleMania fighting each other, bro. Really? Yo, come on. The two
That'd be
biggest
hilarious.
names at AEW as the main event of WrestleMania, dog. That would be hilarious.
Tony a shit of bread.
Now you're thinking about. You're like, actually, you know what, Cliff?
Yeah, I didn't even think. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I forget all the time that Punk was really in AEW because it was really a cup of coffee, and he was hurt like twice for like half
He
the
was a
time. So
two-time champion.
I see. I forget that he was
And then
two-time.
he gonna
I
tell.
forget
And he
that
gonna
part.
tell
Like,
Cody. And
he
he gonna
had the
tell
whole
Cody.
world title.
He gonna tell Cody, hey, remember whenever you had the mid card title and I actually held the actual title? Like, yo, I'm here for all of that.
All right, Twitch, let it out.
Jey Uso was the right pick.
Oh, here we go.
I'm convinced that it's his time. We're talking about somebody who through 2024 pretty much carried the company on his back.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
never injured. As far as we know, he never complained about what they had him do. In my opinion, I would like to see CM Punk win it. That would have been cool to see for me. We all picked CM Punk. But yeah, I can't be mad at Jey Uso at all. As far as everybody being like, well, I wanted John Cena, it's like you said, it's only February. Like, if John Cena's going to get number 17, wouldn't you want him to be more special, like have him fight against the odds versus, oh, you won the Rumble, here's your ticket to Mania. Oh, you won number 17. Yay. No, I want to see you go against the odds and actually, like, work your way to the main event of Mania like you want. As far as the women's Rumble, Damien, I used to hold you in such high regards, but now I think you're a worthless piece of shit and your opinion means nothing to me. If you truly believe that somebody who was gone for 2 years and comes back with the same gimmick as your daddy, legit entrance and everything, you're a carbon copy of your daddy, should be at a 99.9% title win streak throughout her career. You, sir, smoke crack.
Oh my god.
But continue.
I personally do not think that the women's division will ever get the potential and recognition that it really deserves unless we stop making the same fucking people champion over and over and over and over. Like, aren't we at the point that we're supposed to be building new talent, yet we have some plastic Barbie come in from 2 years ago, and all of a sudden you're the main event of WrestleMania? Get fucked. I don't want to see you in the main event of WrestleMania. That's going to be my bathroom break.
Are you going to be in there for 20 minutes? I hope you're going to be taking a shit.
You know, I was just about to say, you're right. You know how Charlotte, when she get those main events, she's like, I take 20, brother.
I'll step outside
but we got
and
you.
have a cigarette. Like,
We got you for 12 minutes. You said 22? Wasn't it that match? Wasn't it Flair and Rhea?
Flair and Rhea was they were 22 minutes.
Yeah.
They're 10 minutes over.
Yeah, and they went 10 minutes over. Charlotte was like, no, we're doing the match we called.
I'll tell you this, Charlotte's post game conference, the confidence was fire.
Because she knows. So look,
confidence.
Yeah. And the thing is this,
I want to hear what
the problem is this. When you're the carbon copy of your daddy and you're legitimately doing Ric Flair,
okay,
they're going to book you like Ric Flair.
Does she do the flare flop?
Yes,
She does the flare.
Yeah,
she does
she
the
does
flare.
it.
she does everything.
She does it
She does
all.
the
Down
flare,
to the
she does
boots.
flare over.
I've noticed it last night. Her
Wow.
boots are literally in the same font, same cursive font like her daddy, her initials.
Yeah, you didn't know
She
that?
does his finisher.
Yeah.
She does
Yeah.
his chops terribly.
Oh.
She
They are
comes
a
in
bit.
the robes. She does the woo, and it's
The walk. Don't forget the walk.
she does. Yeah, she does the strut, and it's like no.
She gets flipped over the
But
top. She
they
does the-
book her like her daddy, like it
Yeah.
was in the 70s and 80s. But the problem is, you can't do that in 2025. That booking does not work. Wrestling is on every week. We see these stars every week.
Right.
Like Twitch said, like we don't want to
not-
see that.
We talk so much about how we are building the next generation
Right.
of the men who want to be world champion.
Yeah.
Jey Uso.
Yeah.
You could say Carmelo Hayes if he goes
Gunther.
off his losing streak.
Do they like Carmelo? Because
I don't think they do.
I
No,
think
they do.
they do. I think they're doing what they did with Cody, where they're making him work through it. Where he had to go through Brock Lesnar, he had to go through Drew McIntyre, and all these other big name people.
He's fighting big name people though every time he.
Why
like, when
is
he
it-
loses, the reason?
Quiet, you. Why is
I will not be quiet.
Why? Shut your mouth. Why
No.
is it that it is okay for us to say that it is time to start building the next generation of champions for the men, but not the women? When
I
you
got a
can't
question, though.
create your own gimmick and your own character, that tells me how confident you are in your wrestling abilities. Stop being your daddy, start being yourself.
So
My question
it's-
is this though: what if Tiffany wins at WrestleMania?
I don't
And so that's what I'm saying. That's why I come on the other side of it, where I go, what if? What if? We don't know.
Possibility.
We don't know, and that is a very well possibility. But in my personal opinion, and this is just my opinion, heaven forbid somebody gets mad about it, I would
like
rather see Tiffany Stratton go against somebody else. I would have
Yeah.
rather seen Roxanne Perez versus Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania, or like you guys said, the David and Goliath story of Roxanne Perez and Rhea Ripley.
So I'll add to your point, right? The reason why is Charlotte pretty much lets it be known I'm the only blonde who runs shit in this place. Because I mean, think about it. Like when we saw Alexa Bliss come back from a 2-year leave, by the way, same thing, right?
I
2
don't
years
disagree
ago.
with that.
Yeah, 2 years gone. Hey, they eliminated Alexa Bliss at like what 17, 18, right? It might have been a little later than that. And who
Yeah.
came walking in? Charlotte came walking in. And you know that at one time, who used to have blonde hair? Rhea. What happened?
Yeah.
She dyed her hair black, and then guess what happened? She became champion numerous times. But that one time at WrestleMania, I think it was WrestleMania. It was 2020. Man,
Yeah.
there was Rhea Ripley tapping out in the Vegeta suit, like with blonde hair, and then 2 years later, she came back with that jet black hair, and she hit that big ass riptide on Charlotte.
Oh yeah, on Charlotte. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, she wasn't a blonde then. I'm just saying, only one blonde runs shit, and that's why I'm kind of like, man, Tiffany Stratton. If Tiffany's booked to go over Charlotte, great. If not, we now know why.
All right, final thoughts on this one. Go ahead, Damien. No, actually, no, what? No, we already know your final thoughts. Go ahead, Cliff.
It's so,
No.
Tiffany can beat Charlotte at.
Yeah. Sure. You're okay. You know what? When we do the watch along and we make picks, I hope you pick Tiffany to go over at WrestleMania.
No, because I can't bet against the Queen. So
Oh,
There you go. I can't bet against the Queen. Oh my gosh. Go ahead, Cliff.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna be Tiffany versus Charlotte. I have this feeling it's not gonna be. I think it's gonna be Tiffany and Rhea 3. I think they're really gonna try to push for this because the last person
Charlotte Rhea.
yeah. The last person to beat Charlotte was Rhea. So I think she's gonna want to come back and get her run back. Run this rubber match.
That means
So-
I have to see her on Netflix.
Yeah, probably. But she's gonna be on Netflix on Monday. Anyway, that's not the point.
Oh, you're
My
right.
final thought is I think I don't disagree with the Jey Uso pick. I do disagree with the Flair pick.
Twitch.
I'm with Cliff. I agree with the Jey Uso pick. I don't agree with Charlotte.
Randy.
Shout out to the rise of Penta.
Yeah.
They
This man.
let him stay for a while.
Yeah, they did.
They let him stay for a while, even though he touched the floor. I don't care.
Yeah.
What that is.
Hey, that ain't happened. That didn't happen. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see anything, and no one will ever see anything. they gonna cut that. They gonna add audience noise.
They sure will, though.
They
sure will.
Never happened. But I'm happy with that pick. I'm happy with the Jey Uso pick. I love the final six. I think they did a good job overall. They just had how they organized the entrance. Triple H is cooking, man, and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Happy to be back.
Yeah, the Royal Rumble, the men's was booked very perfectly. Even the spot with Seth, Roman, and CM Punk, and that whole shingding, I thought that was great.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
He might show up on the pod. Yeah, he might. I was waiting.
He might come up.
One of these days, Cliff is good with surprises that people just pop on the show. So one day it's going to happen, and Joe Henry's going to pop on the debate show, and I'm going to scream. But yeah, that whole thing I thought was great. As far as the picks go, Jey Uso, he pushes money. Yes, Charlotte, bleh, but I'll wait and see what it is. All right, Cliff, check the comments.
All right, bet. There's been
See
a lot.
what anybody says. I know we've been talking. I knew this. The topic was gonna be first. Shout out to Mr. Golden.
Hey, let's be real. Jacob Fatu's doppelganger. He's talking about Randy. But yeah, big shout outs to Jacob Fatu, by the way, too. Last night he
Yeah,
that
was great.
Cleaned house.
Hey, my friend. What's up, Bree?
Oh, that's my wife.
What it do?
We got a need for Sneed.
Let's go.
Hook. Here's a big blah. Chaz looking like an extra in the Boondocks.
Oh, here we go.
Wow,
hey,
he really does.
But that's my favorite show, though.
I know, right? That's what I said.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
It's really good to see Huey grew up.
Hey, look, a lot of my lines and my promos
I know.
are from the Boondocks. You know,
I know.
I literally just watch the Boondocks and I go, "Oh, I'm gonna use it in a promo."
I'm like,
He's still the same size, so
I like rewatched the Boondocks.
like, you can actually play him in a live action movie.
You could.
All right, thanks, David. Thanks.
Wyland. Don't ask Twitch. Drew, real or not? Talking about surprise people. Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Can he still move?
Yeah, I mean he's yeah. But I was thinking back to your comment, Damien, about who like surprise picks. 2006, Rey Mysterio. I don't think anybody had him picked to win the Royal Rumble that year. And he came out.
It was a surprise, but a little expected because of the whole thing with Eddie saying and them really pushing that whole entire. Like it was one of those that it was a surprise, but
it was a surprise to me. I didn't think he was winning. That's my guy.
He was in at like number 2 or something.
Yeah, he was number 2, and number 1.
Yeah,
number 2 was still
that's what made it crazy. I think that's like crazy.
Because Randy was 1. No, Hunter was 1. Hunter was 1. Hunter was 1. Ray was 2, and then Hunter or Randy came in. So that was the last 3. Well, let's see. Well, they've been building up Naomi, and now what? True.
So yeah, I was waiting for Jade to come back.
I was too. That would have been better than Nikki.
Exactly. I would have rather Jade.
We talked about it too. Actually, Chaz and I were just talking about this right before we went live, and we talked about it last night on the live watch. The watch along was when the WWE was announcing. They're like, "Look at the fans and the excitement of everybody when Nikki Bella returned back." And there's the one girl in the very front of the camera that's like this,
like shaking her head, like no. No.
I was like, "Damn, that's crazy." But yeah, Jay definitely needed that comeback at 30. Well, it's been Jay. Well, it has to be Jay. Cody has been already fought Gunther, which leads Cody on a heel turn. That's could lead Cody on a heel turn.
They're waiting
That's
for
not.
Homelander, man. They want Homelander
I
back.
was so. I'm
I
telling you.
I do too.
Yeah, but I've been talking about I've been talking about that for a year now.
Yeah,
About Cody is Homelander, and
yeah.
he's and the WWE, the universe like was all big on him when he first came back, and he won the Rumble, and he lost to Roman, and then he came back and was running through that whole story, and then as soon as he won the title, man, the fans turned. They're like, no, we don't want him no more. We want
Mm-hmm.
somebody else. I'm like,
Yeah.
dog, it's been 1 week for the title run. Now everybody's like,
That's
I
okay.
can't
I
wait for
still
him.
I still want Cody. Okay.
Shut up.
I still want Cody.
No, you don't.
Revenge
Yes,
on
I
Punk
do.
by idiotic daughter and doofus son-in-law. Just kidding.
I'm
Actually,
Whoa.
I wouldn't doubt that. Actually, I wouldn't doubt that Hunter was like, yeah, we're gonna have you get eliminated by the two guys you brought up in the Shield.
Mm.
Tired of Drew. Get some cheese to go with that one. It's funny. But there's been a lot of talks about him backstage being pissed off about what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rumor is that somebody that the things in the men Royal Rumble that he wanted to get whoever it is wanted to get their own spots in, get their stuff in, and so he was legitimately mad. Apparently, he was throwing stuff backstage when he came back. He was highly
Him and somebody
upset.
else. There was another person too. Talking about Bailey and that ass. This is where the fight
Go ahead.
begins. Lita is greater than Mickey.
Oh no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Wow.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. We're not doing this,
We're
Cliff.
not doing it.
We're not doing
And
this,
then
Cliff.
and then he says Kong is greater than Mickey, and that's wild. That's wild. Mickey James is the greatest in like TNA
Yeah,
Impact
let's
Women's Champion.
let's
That's
just
wild.
So
That's
on
a
that
great
note, I'm gonna take that to do my segue.
No,
Randy,
hold on. We still have
no,
comments.
Cliff.
We still have so many comments. You want to go through the comments? We're going through the
Oh,
comments.
is it lit? I'm not looking at
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
screen.
trying to tell you. So the
Yeah.
SWO,
Yeah, it's lit.
you're talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you. Trying
Oh snap! I see.
Yeah,
Bro, that's
you
why I
gotta
don't
chill
do
We
out.
almost
That's why I
there.
don't
We
do
almost
this.
This is why you are the head person and I do the comment side of things. All right, so and they do the Humpty Hump. Yes, they do. Yeah. SWO. We talking about Jay and them.
one life.
Twitch's meltdown in 3, 2, 1. Again, as I asked last night, is Charlotte doing what that same? Is that
Is it
Charlotte
Charlotte's fault?
doing
Is it
that?
her doing?
She's doing the same gimmick or Trips? It's hers. It's hers because when she got in, she didn't know what to do, and they told her you either do something different or you go all the way with the Flair gimmick, and she's going all the way with Flair's gimmick. That's her. Does Charlotte show her private parts on a plane?
Probably.
That's wild. Probably did.
Wait,
Whoa.
what?
Is Braun Rick Steiner light? No, he's not.
No.
He's not.
No.
I just said, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, Rick Steiner isn't doing near the shit that Braun Breaker
No,
can do.
yeah, not at all.
And
Not
I'm not no shade at Rick. Rick was the man, but I'm just Braun is a whole different beast.
Oh, yeah.
There are about 10 ladies who deserve it more than Roxanne. Beg to differ. At this point, you mean the order? It wasn't random. You just ruined it for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Basically, Lash is the new Jade. Nope.
No.
Nope. I want Dashing Cody with paper bags.
Yes.
I'm not mad about
I-
that.
That brings me back. Teenager. Yes. Bring me that. Yes. Cody Dashing Cody. I wanted to go to a show and have him put a paper bag over my head.
Of course you do.
Yeah. That sounds
Well, you're kind of
awful.
what we call a two bagger. See, like we put a bag in your
Yeah.
face and over ours in case something happens to yours.
Yeah.
You're terrible. Anyway.
But he speaks the truth.
He does. He's
That's
not
neither
lying.
here nor there. Anyway, first of all, shout out to Randy, okay? Give him a hand, y'all, because thank you for coming on the pod.
I'm trying to hold my own.
Look, no, definitely.
Okay.
Look, we're definitely going to have you back. Definitely in the future, because you definitely made a good impression with that promo earlier. You got the fire. I might have to
Thank
take you on the road with us. Put you,
okay,
man.
let's
You
roll.
might have to be our wise man. I don't know. You know, PI might need a wise man, but no, definitely be on the lookout. We'll have you back. Yeah, thanks again, dude.
I'm honored, man.
Can you replace Chaz?
That's terrible. That's impossible.
It's
Nah,
Chaz and Friends.
actually, it's not.
It is
Actually,
my show.
also, we do it all the time.
Well,
Most
that's
of the
just
time,
that's
we
just
don't
for when
really
those
miss
are
them.
substitution days when I'm not here. That's different. It's still
Yeah,
my
they don't
show.
really miss them. That's the only time they really miss them is if we gotta like crack jokes.
Yeah.
Anyway, alrighty there, Randy. We will catch
All
you on
right,
the flip side.
deuces. Good rapping with y'all.
Yep,
Definitely,
yep.
definitely, definitely.
Definitely, def.
Out to sea.
And all right, let's get on to it. Moving to what's next? I don't know what's next. What did I say was
Oh,
next? I
you
forgot.
said Push and Berry, baby.
Push and Berry. We'll hit it with the Push and Berry. Alrighty, cool. So look, Push and Berry. This is a segment. This is our new segment coming this year. We give you something that happened in wrestling this week. We should give it a push, or something that we should bury. Get it up out of here. I will start us off. Let us push. Let's push Jey Uso. Let's push Jey Uso. I'm here for it. I want to see Jey Uso versus Gunther. Let's do the third match. What bigger way to do the rubber match right there at not really the rubber. Well, yes, to do the match at WrestleMania, and boom, hey, have him win. So push Jey Uso, but to bury, y'all gonna put some respect on my man Mello. Okay, he is him. Okay, and every moment I get, I will put on social media as myself. I will go on as the 3 Count Podcast. I will say it. Stop making Mello the bump guy. Okay, there are other people that can be the bump guy that can make moves look good. Stop making him the bump guy. That's what we need to bury. We need to bury the idea that Mello is the bump guy. Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
done.
Okay.
Tired of that mess, man. Put some respect
Mm.
on Christian Casanova, Carmelo Hayes, him. Somebody can go next.
Okay. All right. So I think we should um push more talent that is ready to be pushed up. Right. And I say this in the aspect of I know NXT is like loading back up, but with the WWE ID program as well as what you got going on in NIL, there should be no reason why a lot of these people that are on NXT should be staying over there for more than a year and a half, 2 years. If it's not developmental, then get them onto the main roster into the eyes of people, and then give them some shit to do in the first year of their career, of their that first career, so that crowds can get attached to them. That's my push, because I look at people like, we about to see Jada Parker about to come up on Raw or SmackDown, and for about 3 months she's gonna be hot, and then again we ain't gonna do nothing with them. So give them a year worth of storylines to do, so that we can get accustomed to that to them. So when they do go away, we do miss them. We do get them back. We get excited for them. So I think that needs to happen. We need to bury this idea that Charlotte Flair is the shit. She's not the gold bar. She's not the gold standard. She's just not. She's not that person. Okay. There's all these other women that have come and taken the torch from her and ran with it, and I believe that they're the next level of women wrestlers. At one point in time, yes, I would have said that she was the bar and that you need to exceed the bar, but I think since I don't know, probably 2021, she's not been that person. We need to get rid of this idea that we have to keep her in the limelight, in the thrust. She's great when you need someone to be in there, but she's not great when she's not. It's just unfortunate. So you put a title on her, cool. Flair got a title, we recognize that. You don't have a title on her, we don't know anything that happens with her, and you just try to keep her relevant by putting her at the top and saying that she's the best, and she's not. She wasn't even the best in the Four Horsewomen, and I've mathed that math out with y'all here on the show numerous times. So
Go ahead, Damien. Oh, here you go.
What? Calm down. Calm down. They really need to push the WWE Evolve show. We really like
Yes,
something else.
absolutely.
And bury everything that Tony Khan thinks that works.
Oh, I should have put you last. That's a good segue for the next topic. I should have put you last. Oh man, I'm gonna start having y'all tell me what y'all these pushing very intense stuff now beforehand because that was that was funny. That was funny. Go ahead, Twitch.
So all right, Barry. We are going to bury Nikki Bella at number 30. I will die on this hill. Mickey James should have been number 30. Mickey James or Jade. One of the two. Push. I am going to push the unsung filler match of the Royal Rumble last night. That 2 out of 3 fall tag team match was absolutely beautiful, and I think it will go down unrecognized for how good it was.
Yeah.
Just because of the rest of the card surrounding it.
Yeah, I agree.
That's like
I
the
agree
only
with you on that.
bad part. That match was fire as fuck.
That was a
I didn't get to
beautiful
finish it. I got towards the. I got when I got home. It was right at the end, so I got like the later half of the match.
That first fall,
The
Yeah.
fake
that
tag
first fall
and
was fucking genius.
beautiful.
Yeah, what Mac? Yeah, so Mac was telling me about that, and he goes, "Yeah, we're gonna steal that, dude. The fake tag, we gotta steal." And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I gotta go watch it. No, yeah, you're right. That tag match, I know was fire because, like I said, I saw the tail end, and I was just like, "What is going on? This match is awesome!" And I've missed 2 other matches. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. No,
was-
definitely.
Beautiful.
All right. Moving on to our next topic. Damien's favorite place. It's his favorite wrestling company. If you didn't know, it is. It really is. Don't listen to anything that he says. Okay, it is. So let's talk AEW. Are they setting themselves up for long-term success, or are they the ones fumbling the bag? So, is their creative hurting them long term? Let's start with you, Twitch. Then we'll go Cliff, then Damien, then me.
I think their long term needs to, if they start focusing on their homegrown talent, I think the long term success of them will thrive a lot better than relying on ex WWE people to carry the AEW banner. I've always been very open about how I feel with them. Every ex WWE guy going there, and I feel like they just always seem to find a way to outshadow the homegrown talent. And I think if there is going to be long term success, they need to start focusing on the homegrown talent. You have a let's be serious, a good roster, but it's overshadowed by people like Adam Copeland, Bryan Danielson when he was there, sometimes Samoa Joe when he's there. Like there's just, and it's not the star power that they bring is good, but I feel like there has to be a balance, and that's missing.
Yeah.
It needs to start focusing more on homegrown talent.
Yeah, I agree. I think the problem is that you have all these people who are trying to write these storylines and trying to base everything off, and things are just kind of like running chaotic. I know that Tony recently just said that he wanted to step in and take more hands on, especially with the season of the Jaguars kind of finally wrapped up. So he wants to just take control back of AEW's staff and get storylines kind of streamlined. And even from what I read objectively from the past Wednesday's past show on Dynamite, things ran pretty smoothly backstage and storylines were kind of getting cleaned up. So we'll see how that works. But the idea is you can't keep having like Tony be the reason that he comes back and he's just like, yeah, we'll put the storylines together because I said we'll put the storylines together, because that's just, you're just hurting the future when you go away for 6-7 months to do, have another losing season with the Jags. I think what you need is you need to have someone in there who can handle writing stories and can tell another wrestler, no, we're not doing this, we're gonna do this. And when I get the atmosphere in the background is all supposed to be all buddy buddy, like we're all friends and stuff like that. But sometimes you just kind of have to be the boss, and you have to tell people like, no, we're not going to do this because it doesn't make sense at this time. Like we literally watched Adam Cole. He blew his ankle out, right, and they ran this whole storyline where he was MJF's friend, and there was the devil whole thing going on, and then we watched them make the Undisputed Kingdom, right? Or the Undisputed, what is that? What it's called? Undisputed Kingdom.
Uh-huh.
So Undisputed Kingdom comes in, and Adam Cole is a bad guy. He gets hurt. He leaves for a while. He comes back, and now the Kingdom's not there. We have Kyle O'Reilly joining in with Roderick Strong, and we just have the Undisputed Era minus Bobby Fish with Adam Cole, and MJF is still kind of just like, at one point in time, like we're like running this whole thing that he was the bad guy, and we had two heels running after each other because the storyline didn't make sense, and we're like, well, wait a minute, what happened? Adam Cole left, he was a heel. MJF was a face. MJF comes back, he's a heel. Now he's running the storyline with Adam. It wasn't just there's no cohesion going on, and so you kind of need that person to get in and be like, nah, we're not doing this. This is stupid. We're gonna run that direction, and you need to follow along or leave. One of the two.
I
Oh,
Good,
so we
Amy.
did tell Jazz.
Is you, Chad?
Well,
Oh, it's me.
so
No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
no. I was just asking where you went. Your screen went blank.
You went black.
So in my opinion, if he could keep hold of the bag that he snorts out of, then he
Oh my
wouldn't
goodness.
fumble the creative bag as often. So, I mean, ah, I feel like it's a cop out for him to say, okay, now I want to take back, over creative. You telling me you haven't been paying attention this whole entire
For the
time?
past 3 months during football season.
Yeah, like why this bullshit was coming on your TV shows, like nah. Like right now you're passing the buck on everybody else and not taking responsibility for your actions. So like that's some bullshit. And yeah, like, everything is kind of like sucked. Like it was one of those things where at first I was like, oh, this could be promising. Okay, they dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks very interesting. Okay, now they fucked that up. It like the whole Death Riders thing. Beginning of that was interesting. Not my cup of tea with the plastic bags, however, but I mean, to each his own. But it was interesting, you know what I mean? And what we're like 3-4 months into that, and it's still going on, right?
That's what
With
it
a
is
whole
now.
bunch of different slew of people going after them, correct?
Yeah.
And then the other people that they already taken out hasn't got any kind of point of revenge, correct?
Correct.
pretty much.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. This is like that this is like that one match. Oh god, I watched that back recently. I showed somebody that the end of that goddamn exploding barbed wire death match thing. That god damn it.
So in
That
other
was
words, you just find the worst moments of AEW to show
And
people.
you just show it to people. Yeah.
Yeah,
no, no,
gotcha.
no. See, this is the funny part because before that match ended, I had high hopes for that match in general, just because, like, leading into it and like the hype towards it, and like Kenny and Mox, like the match itself was not bad. The ending is what fucked it up. And how they tried to cover it up, is what put the sour taste in my mouth. If you're not going to do it right, don't do it at all. And he seems to not be able. It's like since that point forward, it's like that's all he's doing. Is like he's not doing it right, but he's still doing it.
That's a good point.
It's probably like his football team. They play pretty good in the first half and then fuck it up in the end, right?
To give or take, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then that makes sense then. All right. Cool.
I mean, the Jaguars ain't doing anything. No one's watching the Jaguars really. So
there you go. That's my point.
A lot of these comments that are coming in are kind of fire right now. I'm actually
Sorry, go ahead, bring them up.
No, I was gonna say, if for everybody's wondering too, once we finish this topic up, I'm gonna bring up all the comments and we're gonna read you guys' comments. So I'm just reading through the comments right now. So yeah.
Okay. So look, this is my take on this. Look, the problem it really is that the storylines that they're putting out are not connected with the fans. The discourse online isn't just AEW hate. This Death Rider story just is not clicking. And Mox can go on an interview or do it in a promo and tell us to shut up and just watch the show and try to debunk all the Twitter rumors in a promo and to make us feel like everything is still peachy. No, it don't make sense. If it don't make sense, it just don't make sense, dog. Like, it doesn't. Just because it makes sense to you doesn't mean it makes sense to the audience. And I think that's where really this whole AEW creative sucks. It's because these big main stories are not clicking. They're not clicking. And is this going to affect them long term? Yes. They're on Max. They're on a streaming platform as well, just like the E. But Max is not pushing AEW.
Nope.
They're not. You don't see it.
It's hard to find.
Like, I get that I did that Max has their own little sports section, and you gotta get to the sports to click it, and then that's how AEW pops up. But on the front page, you don't see that when you first click on Max.
Oh, that's weird.
But when you click on Netflix, hey, Monday Night Raw on Netflix.
Even if you go
No,
Yeah,
so I don't know what I don't know what you guys are doing to get that to do that, but on my Max on Wednesday nights when I log in and I want to watch Dynamite, it's right there.
Oh, really?
It's there for me now because I watched it. Because
what are we 3 weeks, 4 weeks in? It's still not mine. I figured it would. I figured it would after I've watched it for a month. That the algorithm, but no, it doesn't do it for me either.
No, it did it week 1 for me.
Oh, where?
Oh, no, it's done it for me after the first time. After the first time, it'll pop up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, other people have said have had the same issue, and I've had it as well. But my point being is that you want the best stuff being featured, and a lot of the discourse online is just it doesn't make sense. Yes, you can put on fire banger matches all you want, like absolutely go ahead. But if the stories after the match and during the match and before the match don't make sense, it's just choreography. It's just moves. And so this is not going to sustain them. Do you want them to stay on Max or to get a bigger deal? This ain't a good start. It ain't. And Tony's got to figure it out. Go get his little house in order and start making sense of stories, because he's got to go head to head with WWE for his big show of the year later this year. And quite frankly, the 3 Count Podcast might not cover his show.
What show is that?
All In.
Yeah.
And what's going head to head with it?
Saturday Night Main Event.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely watching Saturday Night's Main Event. Sorry, I guess I'm doing All Out. I'm only doing one of those.
Oh, no, last night.
I said I will do that and Full Gear.
So
Full Gear is in November.
Just
Become
saying.
a substitute.
Those are the two that I'm doing.
Anyway. All right, final
What?
thoughts. Final thoughts.
Fuck
Go
Tony
ahead, Cliff.
Khan.
Okay, I figured that was yours. Go ahead, Cliff.
Yeah, I just think Tony needs to hire somebody who can write the storylines out and just keep the talent lined up. That's like, hey man, listen, this is what we're gonna do.
Twitch.
Let me see more of that homegrown talent.
Yeah, make it make sense.
But
Make
I'm
it make
curious
sense.
though, Twitch.
I've
You
been
said
telling
that.
Tony to hire me for years. So
Yo, Twitch, you said that, but who is considered homegrown talent?
I'm talking. Brody King. I'm talking about your non WWE guys.
Okay.
Let me see people other than your Edge, who's up there, and I feel like, whatever, is doing this just to get time back from the neck injury that sidelined him. Like, let me see more of the non WWE guys.
I gotcha. Yeah, because I agree. Less Ricochet, less Bobby Lashley. I like those guys, but and I say it for a reason, right? Because those are ex-WWE guys. When we have guys like we have a Brody King that we can feature a lot. Mark Briscoe can get featured some more. You know what I mean? Like we have Eddie Kingston's going to be due back anytime now.
Let's
We have these
go.
guys. We have these guys who are coming back, and yeah, I can agree. I can agree with that. I agree with that.
the people
Give
who
me
are hard-
Hook.
No, pass on that.
Oh,
Damn.
All right, bring the comments up.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, Hook's cooled off for me. Great job, Mrs. Need. Don't push, but don't bury. Barry Finn or LA Knight.
Bury his music.
bury
Piper.
all their music.
Yeah, that was
all
the
of
thing,
Death
too.
Rebel
We-
except the Bloodline, because
So
all the
we
Bloodline
talked
music
about
slaps.
that. We talked about that last night about every woman's music coming out. Like the crowd was not excited for because you just didn't know who they were. And unless you have like a screen or something that and I know they have the big jumbo, they have the big Boxtron up on top of above the ring that says like the name of the person that's coming out so the crowd can, but the crowd does not want to do this and then this. They want to
Well,
do this.
Not only that, the camera for the people at home is usually showing from the ring to the entrance ramp.
Yeah.
Like, bring back the Geratron 6000.
Yeah.
Push Piper, yes, actually,
Yes,
I
absolutely.
I'm with this. If you move them to the E, then it becomes more saturated, and you'll end up with more Carmelo Hayes. I think what WWE's doing though is that they're gonna expand. There's another show coming on the horizon. We're about to get 4 days of WWE TV. Like I think it's happening. There's just so much on the roster. It's so hard that with Raw, NXT, Evolve, SmackDown, main event, right? There's going to be something else that's going to be featured as in a primetime slot. That's going to be that show, and we'll probably get it for it may be TNA, but then we'll probably grab something else. I'm telling you right now, I think WWE is going to plan it to where we're literally having almost 5 days of wrestling.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Maybe
doubt it.
different rosters. Yeah. The horsewomen have become stale in many eyes.
Facts.
Of
Yes.
many fans.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, all four of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the interference hurt as much as I'm concerned. Dang, I didn't even mention any of my other matches. Is KO still folded up dead on that
Dog.
ladder?
That was
Wow.
a crazy spot. Let me tell you
Dude,
something.
that
I
was
love
fucking
ladder
mad.
matches. It's one of my favorite matches, and I'm all for taking crazy spots in ladder matches. I don't think I'd take that spot.
I don't know. That was
I don't think
No,
I'd take that
We're
one.
definitely taking that spot if we have a ladder match.
That's fine. It's you.
he got powerbombed through the ladder and then he just folded over. I was like, damn. Steven Chambers, what's up, guys? What's going on? This is where a lot of I've seen our messages come from. Got RJ City in charge of the May versus Storm storyline, and Mox all of a sudden in charge of the Death Riders storyline. Yikes! I like AEW, but it gets older. It gets old. Death Riders get an hour of TV time. It is, yeah.
I kept hearing that song this past Wednesday so much, and I went, all right, this is enough.
AEW needs to improve the tag division. It's weird how a company who talked about how they were going to bring back tag team wrestling all of a sudden is struggling with tag team wrestling.
They shouldn't.
Like,
They shouldn't have.
True,
I
tag team.
understand the Third Syndicate and how you were booking them and how the story and how they were how the faction is, but I wouldn't have took the belts off of what you call it, Private Party. I wouldn't have done it yet.
It's so awkward because here's a company that has 2 sets of tag team titles. You got the regulars and the trios, but
Don't
you can't.
forget the Ring of Honor.
Oh, and the Ring of Honor. So there's 3,
Yep.
and you
6.
struggle.
Actually, there's 4 sets because the Ring of Honor has a trios as well.
Oh yeah, Ring of Honor trios.
Okay? So the tag team title list just grows, and you can't even manage one.
Yep.
Yeah.
For the past several weeks, Collision has been better than Dynamite.
That's
heard that.
always like that. That's always Collision's always better than Dynamite. Always.
It's weird. It's weird
Which
how
is
it's
weird.
been-
Used, but like I think the content's better.
Yeah. Matter of time. Danielson is coming back. Facts.
I hope he
As
does.
a barber, this is the best show on Twitch. It's every stage of beard growth. I like that. That's a great comment. Mark Briscoe, Daddy Briscoe, and Aubrey Edwards versus Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and Karen Jarrett. Another worst match.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
I was not a fan.
TK needs to hire someone in charge of bookings, booking possibly Scott D'Amore. That's not. We've talked about Scott D'Amore numerous times on this show. All the great stuff that he was doing at TNA, great stuff he was doing at Impact before switched over, and then even the talks about him coming in and running NXT because they were talking about Sean
I heard
running
he was, I
SmackDown.
heard he was there for a
Yeah.
little bit.
TBS has picture-in-picture. Max does not. Facts.
That's facts.
NXT Vengeance Day the same night as AEW.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay.
Australia.
Oh.
I mean, I know we're gonna be watching NXT because
hands down.
Grand Slam. Australia is gonna be good. That's gonna be crazy. Here's some names: Garcia, Fletcher. Fletcher's not homegrown.
No.
I'll give you Garcia. Hook, pass. MJF, kind of cooled off. Jack Perry, who? Hook.
No, I like Jack. No, Jack Perry is fine now.
Who?
He's fine now. Jack
Who?
Perry is fine.
If they have another show, move them back to 2 hours.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Big Bill got new life in AEW. I do agree with that. Big Bill
Yes.
definitely is. He's
Yeah,
definitely
he
working in AEW. Like, I'm very happy for him too.
Yeah. Same.
Chris, if I'm gonna give props where props are due, Chris has definitely breathed new life into Big Bill, and I like it. I'm here for it.
This is probably the only nice thing we'll ever say about Jericho on this show.
Fuck Jericho.
Yeah, I figured that was
Unless
cool
it's
too. All right, let's get it, Damien. Hit that cool looking intro.
All right, here we go.
It's Damien's Dumb Ass of the Week.
Alright, so I wasn't going to put Tony on here, but then y'all reminded me of his horrible booking. I totally forgot about that. So that's why he's on there. The IWC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they were out of pocket last night. I
They
mean,
were.
the stuff that I was seeing last night on Twitter was, I mean, the stuff they're always like wild and claims and stuff and people's random opinions. But last night, like talking like Jay never drew a dime and what is it that this family has over the Vince and the E? And I'm like, what? They push money. Like, what do you mean? What do they have over the E? Like, what? But yeah, put the IWC. They can win.
Yeah.
Definitely the IWC, hands down. And normally I wouldn't put this man on here, but what he did to that poor guy at the Royal Rumble. Triple H, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh.
For putting that poor YouTuber.
Oh, like you know he was gonna be in there.
You did. He set the way he set him up, though. He should be ashamed
No.
of him.
Whatever. That
He would have been
man.
better off picking a cameraman.
You know who is to truly blame for that? Carmelo Hayes, because it would have been Akira Tozawa had Carmelo Hayes not knocked him out like a little bitch.
That's facts.
No,
That's facts.
Hit him from
no,
behind.
no. We can't blame Carmelo for that.
I will.
Man.
Triple H should have had some backups on standby.
He did. Speed was there.
Yeah.
That's not a backup. That's fucked up.
Let this be a lesson to you.
Was
not
he
to
back
be a
there?
gorilla.
Yeah, was he back there? Then he was back up.
Ah, you should be ashamed of yourself.
You know who you know what? Let me do one better. Okay. I understand your logic about Triple H. I'm gonna tell you, Stephanie McMahon should be
I
that.
thought about that
There you
too.
go.
Because the way she looked back there, she's like, oh my God, I can't wait for this punishment. She's like this. She knew what was gonna happen to that man. That man is like 5'5", maybe like $125, and she's like, "Oh yeah, he gonna get murdered."
Right, how about this?
She didn't even talk sense to him. Just said, "Hey, you should think about this really quick. You know, are you sure you want to do this?" No, she's like, "Yeah, go out there, Tiger, get it done."
Well,
Make it
then hold
easy,
on. If
so.
we're blaming her, we have to blame Braun Breaker as well.
No, because
Because he
Braun's doing
sat
his
there-
job.
Ron did his job.
He sat there
Yeah.
and watched that poor guy.
It's the Royal Rumble.
It's the Royal
he
Rumble.
was just
Yeah,
like,
nah.
you know what?
Nope.
He was like, hey man, yeah, he really did help me. Let him go out there and get his moment. Let him go out there and do his little speed, because the crowd popped for that too, and they cheered for him. And then Braun was like, enough, I got speed. Pow!
This is
And
true
Otis.
speed.
Otis didn't have to do what he did either.
All right, so Tony Khan, IWC, I Show Speed, and Otis.
Otis was unnecessary. Let's keep it real.
All right,
He did not
There you
have
go.
to do that.
He did really just like he caught that man, was just like, I'm gonna eliminate him too.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm legitimately curious on how these results come out because
You know, Speed got injured too, right?
oh
Yeah, I saw
man,
it, yeah.
I heard.
But you know
Wow.
what? That's what you get for overselling to the top of the table, fool. Could have just laid on the table. You're like, nah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just roll over,
I mean,
smack my
to
leg
be
on a
fair,
chair.
WWE upgraded the shit out of their tables.
Well,
Right.
no, I'm not saying he wasn't gonna go through the table. I'm just saying he
in the ladder
threw him,
match,
and we
too.
saw it. Listen, he got thrown over. He hit the table. He laid there for a second, then he was like, oh, I'm just gonna roll over, do a little extra. Then he hit his leg on Michael Cole's chair. So Michael Cole should be in the dumbass of the week for leaving
Well,
his chair.
too late. Too late. The poll's already up, so it's up there. Go vote. 3CountPod _. It's still a recent tweet.
We got more people throwing in names. I love this.
Vote for it. Pull up. Let's see. I wanna
Okay,
see.
so it's like, oh, I like it. We got Drew. Drew being the first one on the list. I'm going to put this one up first before I put the other one. The Dallas Mavericks, because we didn't really talk about Luka.
Oh,
Justin Tucker.
Oh,
oh yeah.
so
I was like,
okay.
that's
Funny
actually
story.
kinda
So real quick about Justin Tucker. So I have a Steve McNair jersey. Okay, and Steve McNair was number 9, and I thought about wearing it on the show, and then I went, "Ooh, no, I can't wear that. They'll think I'm wearing a Justin Tucker jersey." And I don't know. My wife
You're not
goes,
here to
"Well, you
support
could do a disclaimer before." No, they're gonna automatically think that. I don't want to have to talk about football. No, I'm
Man.
just not gonna put it on.
Let me tell you. I mentioned that I was downloading the episode, the watch along, to re-edit it, to upload it again because of a certain comment that was said. And my wife also said, "Don't you guys have a disclaimer on the show?" I was like, "Yeah, but you know, sometimes you go a little beyond the disclaimer. You have to know what you have to do." All right, let me keep going. That was a great moment when Speed got thrown out. 100%. It was a lot of fun.
Fucking great.
Made more money in that 30 seconds than he has in his life. And you don't know who I Show Speed is.
Yeah.
Breaks in
That man
cash.
is making money.
That man was Because he was still streaming live. He was
Yeah.
streaming live the Rumble. Like he was
Yeah,
rubbing
yeah.
his back.
Clip is probably like one of the like most viewed.
Yeah,
at the
him and
moment.
Kai. Him and Kai.
Him and Kai. Kai Cenat was there too. Kai Cenat.
Mhm.
Zach Gallen versus Lesnar.
That was just unnecessary.
Braun destroyed his kidneys with that spear, 100%.
Kidneys, bladder.
Come on, you know that Speed knew what was going to happen, 100%.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no, he did.
100%.
He got beat up as the bottle too. He did get beat up as the bottle too.
Oh yeah,
I
he was right. Yeah.
I did agree too. I thought Randy was gonna come back to hit.
Right,
him
I
again.
thought Randy was coming back so he could give him the RKO again, just a callback.
Otis absolutely had to do what he did. How do y'all get this info? Speed hurt himself. Yeah, so he posted the video, the picture afterwards. I forget who was looking at him. It was another
Logan.
Look,
Oh,
yeah.
it was Logan.
It was Logan Paul.
Yeah.
I saw the video this morning.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, temp check. Hottest Chase Evans. 100%. Chase would be my hottest wrestler of the week.
Yeah, he would.
Definitely hottest fan of the week, man. There's no way that
he was on fire.
Yeah, he need to be. Look, he need to be on Raw tomorrow when they do their little, when they get all the fans and all the YouTubers and stuff and live streams. He needs to be on Raw tomorrow.
Yeah.
If he's not on Netflix tomorrow, I'm canceling my subscription.
Wow.
I'll definitely cut the clips out of him just like going ape shit because that was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
All right, last topic. Let's get into it. So, Cody Rhodes, since he retained his title against Kevin Owens in a top 5, I'll put it up there. It's top 5 ladder match for the WWE Championship. Who should he face at WrestleMania? Should he face John Cena? Should he face The Rock? Or should we do it one more time? Should we do Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? I'm going to start this one off. You know who he should face? He should face the final boss. He needs to face the most electrifying man in all of entertainment. He needs to face The Rock. That is the money. We are in Vegas. We need to look at it like what it is. If you're going to essentially try to top what you did last year in Philly, you need to go all the way. I don't think it needs to be Cena. We can do that at SummerSlam. That doesn't have to be at WrestleMania. But you need to have The Rock versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Because at this point, like Rock and the whole final boss thing, it's over and done with. Let's stop fantasy booking. No more. Rock, this is it. Let it go. Put the fries in the bag. Like seriously. If not, that's really what it is. So it should be The Rock. We need to finish this up so we can move on. Because unless we get it now, we're gonna keep talking about it. Oh, when The Rock coming back, he's going to come to he told Cody 1, 2, 3, look, and he has yet to pay that off. And on Netflix, they were buddy on the first Raw on Netflix. So I think it needs to be The Rock. That's the money match. I mean, it's Las Vegas. It's not that far from LA. The Rock's he's the West Coast guy now. So hey, boom, The Rock versus Cody Rhodes. And there's nothing else you can say about it that make me think otherwise. And I love John Cena. Go ahead, Twitch.
I can't believe the words are going to come out of my mouth. But I agree with you, Chaz.
Oh, hot dog!
I feel like, all right, your first match with Roman, you struck out. Your redemption match with Roman, you hit a home run.
Not the Grand Slam. Bases
To
loaded.
hit the Grand Slam, you're going to have to go through the final boss. And let's face it, I feel like this is a now or never time. The Rock is not getting any younger.
Right? That's like my
So
dog.
yes, that is my opinion. I agree with you, Chaz.
That's why you my dog. See?
As Cliff sits there and shakes his head, what are you shaking your head for, man?
No,
Go ahead, Cliff. Floor's yours. Floor's yours, Red Dog.
no,
Go ahead.
no.
No.
We gotta move. We gotta move on. We gotta move on. Like
We
I gave
can.
one. Yep.
After
move on.
WrestleMania.
Move on. I don't need.
Because if it happens, cool. If not, yes. Let's move on.
If it happens, great. Yeah, cool. Oh, cool. We got The Rock versus Cody. Great. And then you heard what he said. He was like, "Nah, Cody, we good. We, tell Mama Rose I said hello. Blah 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 blah. Flirt. Blah. I'm kind of over it, man. I'm over it. I'm over The Rock popping through and thinking that he's the Undertaker. Where he shows up at WrestleMania, works a match, and then like he goes away for a year, comes back for like 3 months. Like I'm good. I'm good with it. I'm good with it all. I'm good with it all. I'm good with John Cena. I agree. John Cena, Cody Rhodes, SummerSlam. Let's get it. Okay, I'm there with that. Okay, Roman Reigns. Sure, you could. It's a money match if you want to do like the rubber match. Like, hey, I beat you, you beat me. We can finish this off once and for all at WrestleMania. Sure. I don't think it should be either one of those three.
Oh, boy. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you who I want to see.
CM Punk.
Absolutely, CM Punk.
It was coming.
CM Punk. Why? Because they have been teasing this forever. They've been talking about being the chaser and being chased. They've been talking the history. They've been meeting about the lineage. We haven't seen this before. Why couldn't we get it? I mean, I don't say we haven't seen it. We haven't seen this in a while. Why couldn't we get this? Why wouldn't this be the move? Like the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk. Like Cody said it in his whole promo. I've been chasing you, now you're chasing me, and it's still we have this perfect opportunity to do this. It's a money match. It's not the biggest money match. I will agree with you, Chaz. That is definitely The Rock. But I think this match with Cody versus Phil is the match. And we should get that match at the biggest stage.
Chaz, I don't agree with you no more. Cliff, I agree with you.
That's why you my dog. That's why.
Go ahead, Damien.
Oh, I feel so bad for Chaz right now.
You were on my side too till Cliff opened his mouth.
No, actually, I wasn't on your side at all. I've been with Cliff the whole time.
Jeez Louise.
like it's got to be Punk and Cody. Give me that, then give me Roman and Seth, and the rest of it can kind of just fall in line. Like Jane Gunther, that's a pretty chill fucking WrestleMania weekend.
I don't want a chill WrestleMania weekend. I want an epic WrestleMania weekend. And if
All right, then don't put The Rock in the main event of WrestleMania.
But he was in the main event last year.
Yeah,
and it was
He was in
fire.
a tag match last year.
Exactly.
And it was fire.
And
But it was a main
but
event.
night two was fire.
Oh, yeah,
That
are
was
we doing that
token
now?
fire on night
But
one.
last year we said both nights count. So now
No,
this year we're not counting both nights as the main event?
Yeah, I had a change of heart. I had a whole.
You're
new
insane. Oh my gosh.
First of all,
you know.
we have to acknowledge the fact that Damien just acknowledged he has a heart.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he did.
To have a change of heart, you must have had a heart to begin with.
You can't be Master Xehanort then. That kills all Kingdom Hearts lore.
See, no, I didn't say it was my heart. Just have a heart.
Wow.
Get the wording right, sir.
Oh,
But no, it's got to be Punk and Cody. I'm
It's gotta
sorry.
be, man.
I don't want to
Gotta
see The Rock and Cody. Rock ruined it. As Cliff said, Rock ruined it on the premiere of Netflix. I don't know what else you want me to do.
You're like, yo, I want to be the good guy again. Mama
I'd
Rose.
rather see Rock in NXT.
You know, I wouldn't mind that either.
I'm not angry at
That
that.
was actually kind of fun seeing him on there.
Yeah,
It
I'm
was,
not
it was
trying
weird.
to be disrespectful.
It was
either.
weird
Like,
in a good way. It was like,
yeah,
you're
like
too
in a
big for
good
this.
way. Yeah, like I'd like to see that. Like, give back to the youth.
All right, final thoughts. Final thoughts. Go ahead. Who you got, Cliff? Punk?
Final thoughts, not the final boss. It's definitely Punk.
Damien?
I second that.
Twitch?
If we go with the original three, The Rock. If we add CM Punk, Punk.
Thank you for answering the actual debate question. I'm going with The Rock. You're in Vegas, man. What bigger way? I think it's the first time it's been in Vegas, right?
Yes.
If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Yeah.
Entertainment capital of the world. Why not? Like The Rock, right there. Way to put butts in seats and to have a bunch of tourism come to the city. The Rock in
I
the main
might be
event, right,
going.
in Las Vegas. But you're not wrong about the Punk thing.
Thanks.
But
I accept your apology.
I'm not apologizing for nothing. I still agree.
No, because when you said that you agree with me, which means that you agree that you were wrong, which is you apologize.
I'm not. No, I still think you should put The Rock over the Cody over Punk.
No, don't back up. It's fine. Okay.
Why are you gonna do that to Punk twice?
Sucks to suck.
It sucks to be The Rock, man. You got old, bro.
Right?
Move. New talent.
We
Newer
do
talent.
talk-
And CM Punk isn't old.
You didn't hear what I said?
No, I missed it.
I was like, new talent, newer talent.
New talent? Yeah, CM Punk, new talent. All right.
I mean, he's only been there for 2 years. What do you mean?
Who is the CM Punk guy? I've never seen him anywhere else in my entire life.
See,
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
brand new,
Pull the comments up. Pull the comments
brand
up.
new.
I'm closing this show
Chick
down.
Magnet Phil. Chick Magnet Punk. You're talking about the new blood, and then you want the. I mean, yeah. Thank you. I thought Twitch was going to say Cody versus Charlotte. Enough with the old dudes. Only if Punk wins, otherwise don't book it. I mean, he's got to win the Elimination Chamber, and I think that's what Punk does. I think Punk's winning the Chamber.
I think so too.
Let's see. I agree. Cody and Punk, 10-man Dark Lord. Yep. Rock and Gunther. No. Caesar's Palace.
No.
Also no. Luger versus Yoka.
No.
Allegiance
I remember
Stadium.
that.
Mhm.
That match was one of those matches that on paper looked amazing.
Yeah.
But in person,
It was dog shit.
unfortunately, Lex dropped the ball.
Oh, like the first Brock and Goldberg match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody went bonkers for it. Like, yeah.
Because on paper,
WrestleMania
it was-
showed up.
it looked fire.
Wasn't Luger and Yoko in Vegas?
Was it?
Yes.
I think
think
so.
So.
Oh, wait, you're
Yeah.
right. They did have it at Caesar's Palace. Yo,
Caesar's
now I know
Palace.
it. I was confused.
Yeah,
about the comment
you're
when I
right.
saw it. Yes. So it was in Vegas. Yes, it was.
They had it
That
twice
was-
in Vegas, I think.
Okay.
Because you remember they had the
The
Bret
whole
versus-
Roman.
The Rome, yeah. The
And
C,
Hulk
yeah.
Hogan.
Right.
I remember it now.
Oh, that's Giant Gonzalez and Undertaker, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
too.
That's that WrestleMania. Yes.
Yep.
That shit happened
That's
too.
how I remember it.
Yeah, you're right. He did.
That's how I
He-
remember that. That's how I remember that WrestleMania was Giant
And
Gonzalez
Undertaker was
versus
not
Taker.
happy about that match.
I'm gonna be 100%. I don't even know what the main event was. I just
Hulk
know that
Hogan
one
versus-
match
Hulk Hogan versus Yokozuna.
again.
Oh yeah, because Hulk won the belt.
Yeah, he came back that night.
Yeah.
because,
Because Brett lost. No,
Yeah.
Oh
Brett-
yeah, Brett.
He had the
Lawler.
black
it
eye.
started with Brett and
yeah,
Yoko.
and then Hulk came in and won. Yeah, I remember that.
There you
Bull
go.
crap.
Again.
All right.
I know.
So we have reached this point of the show where it's the end. So my PlayStation users, you get a trophy. My Xbox users, you get an achievement. My PC users, you get a Steam update. I'm gonna be nice today.
Dumbass of the week.
Thank you. So let me check the poll. Let's see what the folks have said here. All right. And who won?
They say Kira says I was still asleep right now.
So I just think they do this for you, Damien.
Yeah.
So the winner is Tony Khan, 100% of the votes.
As it should be. As it
Yeah.
should be.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
there was only one vote.
I know, and I just voted, so now it's 2.
Oh. I'm going to say only one person voted. I'm going to vote just because I don't want Tony Khan to have 100% of the vote.
I
I'm
definitely
going to vote.
Why you think he deserves it, man?
Out of those 4 names, I think it's the IWC, but that's neither here nor there. Thank you for checking out this episode of Chaz and Friends. Shout out again to Randy for being on the show, giving his takes on the Royal Rumble matches. Make sure you check out Now Entering the Ring this Saturday. Damien, Villains Lounge this Thursday?
Yep, because this Thursday I get off really early in the morning, so we're good.
All right, so cool. Villains Lounge Thursday, 9 p.m.
Yep.
9 p.m. Eastern Standard.
9, we want to do 8. 9. We wanted to wait till after TNA went off, so 9.
Yeah.
Cool. So 9 p.m. Thursday night, the Villains Lounge. Come on by for your weekly news with Twitch and Damien. And then also Tuesday, if you didn't catch it, catch the replay. Tomorrow we'll have the Royal Rumble topic dropping specifically for the YouTube page, so you can replay the first topic tomorrow. But other than that, my name is Chaz Evans. These are my friends, the Red Dog, the Super Villain, and the only Grays that matters, Twitch Grays, will be here next week. And hopefully Twitch doesn't have another meltdown on Thursday.
I have no reason to.
No, it's just the news.
Yeah.
The news we just talk
You
about
never know. The news might make him mad. Somebody might do something. Charlotte might say
that
something in the
is true.
interview or something. You never know.
She might say
mean-
some egregious shit.
Like
No, I
Raw
know,
has
but
yet to happen.
Look,
True.
we don't debate anything. We just give our
Your
biased
opinion on the news, and his
Yeah,
opinion might
so,
be a
like-
heated opinion.
It could be. I mean, we don't always agree.
You gotta have faith.
Hey, and with that being said,
Hey, thanks for checking out this episode of the 3 Count Podcast. If you like this and you want more 3 Count Podcasts, go on over to our YouTube page, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button so you never miss when we put out a video. Also, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, all things social media, 3 Count Pod, _ X, 3 Count Pod, everything else. Also, make sure you buy our merch at foryourwear.com and prowrestlingtees.com. Also, you know what? Just watch another video right now. Like, right now, I'm gonna walk away and you're gonna play another video.